CCX. It's the Section 5 4A championship game featuring the Park Center Pirates and the Maple Grove Crimson. From Maple Grove High School, John Jacobson and Patty Sorensen. Patty, what a terrific season it's been for the host Crimson. 25-2 on the season, number one team in Class 4A. Not only hoping to get back to state, as they were in 2024, to really make some noise down in Minneapolis a week from now.
Oh, definitely. They've had a great year. They've played some really tough competition. They've built a tough schedule. And they got a lot of kids returning. They got some very talented young ladies on their team. So they are looking back to get back there and do a little more damage.
Veteran team, 4 seniors in their starting lineup. Compare that to Park Center, who didn't expect to be here tonight. They're the number 7 seed in the section, 7-21 on the season. But a young team that Mario Reese has brought along. They've had some big wins, upset Spring Lake Park in the section quarterfinals, had to hang on to win against Irondale in the semis last week. A team with certainly nothing to lose tonight and a learning experience regardless of the outcome for these young Pirates, I think.
Oh, definitely. I think they're very excited, obviously, to be here, but the success they've had upsetting teams to get here, give them a little more confidence from playoffs. They've seen both teams twice, or seen Maple Grove twice. They're just ready to come and play their game and see what they can do.
Right, Maple Grove with 2 wins, pretty one-sided against Park Center. Pirates certainly feel like they're playing better right now, but a huge climb for them tonight to be able to try to pull an upset against a Maple Grove team that's just terrific this season.
Well, it definitely is, but it gives them a lot to build on. Like you said, they aren't graduating anybody. Everybody's coming back, and that's a real positive for them.
Let's look at our key players, starting with the Pirates. Lyric Singleton has been their go-to player, really a great scorer for them.
She is. She's quick, she's fast, you know, she's going to get a rebound, and like Coach says, she's going to look to go and see if she can create on the other end.
And for Maple Grove, the program's all-time leading scorer, headed to Michigan State next year, senior Jordan Odie.
Jordan, she's just, like you said, she can do so many things. She can attack, she can shoot from outside, she loves to pass. The passes she makes are amazing. Just a fun all-around athlete to watch.
Regardless, it's the final game for the Crimson Seniors on this court state tournament next week at Williams Arena. We'll take a break, come back and tip this one off. Park Center and Maple Grove for a trip at state next, live on CCX.
In 1935, Topline Financial Credit Union was founded by workers from our local phone company, by people who dedicated their lives to keeping our community connected. At Topline Financial, that dedication lives on because we believe that dreams are achieved when we connect with each other. So if you're dreaming of buying a new home or car, or planning for your future, or saving for that next vacation, connect with us. We'll help you get there, because connected, we all do better.
Starters being introduced tonight, Park Center and Maple Grove, Section 5 4A basketball live on this Thursday night on CCX. Happy to be with you for tonight's telecast. John Jacobson and Patty Sorensen. How did the teams get to tonight's game? Maple Grove, the number 1 seed, and they had a bye in the first round, then took on Osseo here last Friday and beat the Orioles 82-36. Park Center, that first round, quarterfinal round, upset of Spring Lake Park 58-48, and then beat Irondale, a game they were up big at halftime, had to hang on at the end, beat the Knights by 2 to get to tonight. Park Center's first section final since 2020. Of course, Maple Grove, a usual team that's in the mix to get to the state tournament year in and year out. Won the quarterfinal round game last year to get on to state, and like I said, we're looking for big things this year from Maple Grove, but they have to get through tonight's game, right? And
yes,
you got to get the win here tonight. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. 4 seniors and a junior for Maple Grove. The Hannah sisters, Addie, Lexi, and Bell, along with Jordan Odie, Kate Holmquist, the lone underclassman, the junior guard, and all underclassmen for Park Center. Starting 2 juniors, a sophomore, and 2 8th graders, Holman and Totu Perry, Patty, both underclassmen, both 8th graders, and it's a very young Park Center team.
Well, and that youngness, you know, to be in an experience like this at that age just can only build on their strength and their confidence as they continue to grow and mature, and lean on that as the next year comes around, and lean on that tonight.
Mario Reeves' first year as head coach has really seen an improvement from his team. I mean, their record doesn't look great, but he knows the improvement they've seen since day one to where they are right now.
Yeah, you come in and you take there and you're going to build on and see.
And Mark Cook, 19th year as head coach at Maple Grove, knows what they need to do tonight, even though they're the big favorite. I said in the pregame they played twice. They played once during the regular season with Maple Grove winning that. But you have to kind of forget about that. You got to play really good basketball tonight. Trying to get on this Park Center team early that's playing on emotion, knows they're the underdog and nothing to lose, whereas Maple Grove, number one team in the state's got everything to lose tonight. There's you see the score of the last meeting, 88-46 with Jordan Odie with 33 points in that game. Addie Hanna had 21 as well. Ready to tip this one off. Winner to Williams Arena next Wednesday, and the first possession for the Pirates.
Well, and that's something with Maple Grove when they're coming in. They've got to forget what happened in the past and what they did in these games. They got to focus on what do we need to do, run our game plan, stay focused.
Holman started a drive, brought it back out, and then through the hands of Miles and out of bounds.
I think if you're Park Center right now, too, you've got to not try and look ahead, not also look at the past, go, okay, what have we done to get here right now? What have we improved on? We're a different team than they saw the first time.
Odie drive, cut off by Singleton, pulls up, turns around and scores. Odie, who averages nearly 25 a game, gets our first points tonight. Drive by Singleton, lost the ball, and picked up by Bella Hanna. Addie Hanna with it. Throws it off to Odie on the wing. Swing it around the right side to Holmquist. Holmquist, crossover dribble, out to Odie in the corner for three. Long ball tipped out of bounds and last touched by Maple Grove off of Lexi Hanna. So for Park Center, obviously you're fighting an uphill battle. They've had turnovers on their first two possessions. You can't have those unforced turnovers, right? You got to play as clean a basketball as possible and get some good shots on offense.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be patient. They got to get rid of jitters right now and reduce turnovers, move the ball, make the defense work. Give yourself the best shot you have.
That's the other thing too, Patty. You mentioned the jitters. The team that's not used to being in this position, right? These young players, not in a gym with a lot of people like this, and being in a section final. Great pass ahead and the basket. Addie Hanna feeding her sister Bella for the basket and one.
Well, and there's the other thing is that was a beautiful pass, a beautiful feed for her to finish, and you're there. It's almost like, let's not put her at the line too, okay? She beat me on this. I'm going to give her that layup, and I'm not going to put her at the line.
Coco Tosu picks up the foul. Over the rim and in. And Bella Hanna makes it 5-0. Pressure backcourt by the Crimson. Holman in the front court, off to Singleton. Couple dribbles and then off to Holman. Trying to go for the cutter, Mayberry, but Odie at length able to get in the passing lane. Patty knocked that away.
And she's also so quick with it, and she does. Her length, she's able to pick things off and then just hustles right after it. I think it's going to be key. What is Park Center going to do to improve on breaking this press? Key is get the ball down, keep moving, don't stop in the corners.
Harmony Mayberry back to Lyric Singleton. Puts it on the floor, back out. Holman for three from the wing. Halfway down and came out. Rebounded to Bella Hanna. Ahead to Holmquist. Lexi Hanna on the block, turns back out to Addie Hanna. Baseline mid-range jumper, not good, but she's fouled in the arm. Will go to the line for two. Foul will be on Singleton.
And that's, we talked a little bit about it, but that's one thing Park Center doesn't want to do. They don't want to get them to the free throw line, get them into the bonus quick. They want to make them work harder for their baskets.
First one up and in, Addie Hanna, averaging nearly 8 points a game and 4.5 rebounds. Second one also good. First 7 on the board up for Maple Grove here in the opening 2.5 minutes. Mayberry across for Singleton and into the front court. Singleton all the way to the basket. Too strong on the shot. Tie up, not quite, as Addie Hanna was able to wrestle it away from Candace Bestman. Odie missed on the 3. Rebound underneath. Follow-up up and in for 2. Lexi Hanna.
You know, Park Center's had a couple good shots. They just haven't dropped for them. Almost another turnover right there.
Mayberry on the drive. Good defense by Addie Hanna. Now it's Candace Bestman. Came off the bench. She's a sophomore. Singleton trying to take it at the rim and gave it away. Lexi Hanna took it. Odie. Corner. Holmquist for 3. Missed in the rebound to Bestman.
When I'd like to see Park Center move the ball a little more, they're getting a couple passes and then trying to attack right away, and it's been closed off for them.
And Mayberry hitting the underside of the basket on that shot. And the rebound to Lexi Hanna.
I think Coach would like to see a couple more passes than 1 or 2 before they try and attack, unless it's a wide open.
Odie. Open 3 is good. Timeout, Park Center, the first 12 for Maple Grove.
You know, and that's what Maple Grove wanted to do. They wanted to jump on it right away, get going right away. And they're being successful. They missed a couple shots, but they're moving the ball. They're getting some good looks, and they're getting off some nice shots.
With the last 3, Patty. Odie, such a great shooter. 2 and a 3 for her today.
You know what's fun about her, too? She's so unselfish. You know, if she's got a teammate, she's going to look to get them the ball just as much.
This section final for years has been at a neutral site. We were at Anoka in that dark gym for years.
I recall.
And this year, for both the boys and the girls, they've gone to highest remaining seed host the section. So for the girls, that means Maple Grove. For the boys, if the semifinals holds true, it would be at Champlin Park next week.
Well, that's right. Yep, they're having a good year, too.
We'll be back here tomorrow night, Friday night on CCX at 7 p.m. Park Center, Maple Grove boys, Section 5-4A semifinal. The winner to take on the Champlin Park Moundsview winner next Wednesday.
I don't even know where that one's at. Who was
that'll be at the highest seed. It would be Champlin Park. If they win tomorrow night, they would host next week.
And Champlin's
that section for years was at Rogers. We had covered some great section finals up there, but.
Now, did you say Park Center and Maple Grove boys play tomorrow night, too?
Here.
Okay,
yep.
Here. Okay.
And Champlin Park Moundsview in the other semi. All right, out of the timeout, Park Center see if they can get rolling. Holman, outside shot, too long. Rebounded by Bella Hanna.
They just need to get one to drop for them just to get the lid off the bucket. But
Holmquist hits. All 5 starters have scored for Maple Grove here in the first 4.5 minutes.
Ooh, you don't want to pick your dribble up right there.
Mayberry's pass. Singleton ended up with it. 3-pointer, right wing, and that is good. First points for Park Center. Natavia Miles, the sophomore guard. It's the Pirates on the board.
And that's what they needed. They needed one bucket to go in, and hopefully this will give them some momentum now to close the gap. You know, the one of the things that is so awesome with Maple Grove, too, those 4 seniors have played ball together for so long that they just know where each person's going to be. And if if Park Center keeps up with that, this group, if they stick together like this, they'll get a little of that next year.
Lexi Hanna had missed, but then Park Center turns it over, and the Pirates give it right back up to Maple Grove. Missed shot from the corner. And a rebound to Park Center. So Pirates back at it. Trailing by a dozen. Harmony Mayberry. She's a veteran, right? She's a junior, one of the old players on the team. Now Bestman, and then back out to Singleton, another junior. Into the lane. Good pass from Singleton. Trying to throw it back out was Miles. Ends up to Odie, and she goes the other way for the basket. Miles didn't think she had a shot and tried to go back out with it and ends up in a turnover. Almost a steal there instead. They're reaching foul on Addie Hanna, trying to pick that one off. Hey, look at that pass again.
Yeah. She just was off balance, and the pass just was a little too long. And
Joy Ogechi, number 12, into the game for Park Center. Here's Mayberry. Intended for Ogechi, knocked out of bounds by Addie Hanna. Just over 12 minutes to play here in the first half. John Jacobson, Patty Sorensen, Section 5 4A championship. Maple Grove beat Mounds View. Oh, double dribble there. Defending section champion beat Mounds View in this section final a year ago at Anoka.
Park Center just needs to relax a little bit. They're not even squaring up. They're getting just out of position with their own body, which is forcing them to turn the ball over.
Coco Tosu back in. Demi Holden out. Odie into the lane, then back out with the pass. Hanna, baseline, curls into the basket. Tough shot, wouldn't go. And rebounded by the Pirates. Back they come with Singleton. Takes it to the basket, off the glass, wouldn't go. Good look, didn't get the shot to go. Bella Hanna, quick outlet to Odie, bounce pass ahead and off. Another layup try for Lexi Hanna. Maple Grove so good in transition, unable to cash in there. Mayberry front court for the Pirates. Watched by Holmquist. Gets the pass to Bestman. Spin move by Singleton, but lost the ball. She came into the paint. Bella Hanna ahead to Odie. Bounce pass, trying to get it to Lexi Hanna. Too much traffic there. Turned over by the Pirates. Mayberry for three. Too strong. And a rebound for Addie Hanna. Odie into the paint, mid-range shot. This one doesn't go. Singleton gets tied up by Lexi Hanna. Jump ball, it'll be Maple Grove possession. First substitution for the Crimson Knights, Sophia Anderson, junior, will come in, number 34. A good start for Bella Hanna as she comes out. Holman back in for the Pirates. Holmquist to Odie. Mid-range from about 10. The last couple of them gone from.
And that's one of her shots. It just isn't dropping for her.
Singleton. Front court. Hands off. Holman. And then to Ogechi. Shot clock to 15. Mayberry with it. Now Holman. Tosu. Put it on the floor. Back out. Shot clock down to 5. Singleton hits a three.
That one just didn't even look when she first started to take the shot. It was like she was deep, but just no effort. Nice shot. Good score for her.
Three-pointer from the left side. It's Holmquist hitting. Her second three-pointer.
These girls got to start dropping because they're just playing right into the trap a little bit.
Mayberry dribbled it out of bounds. Good pressure on the sideline by Addie Hanna. Look at that last three from Singleton. And then Holmquist at the other end answering.
Traded 3 points. 3-pointers.
Bella Hanna back in for Maple Grove. And we'll get a timeout here for Maple Grove. 9:34 to play in the first half. We want to thank the Maple Grove Girls Basketball Booster Club for their support and allowing us to do our live coverage tonight on CCX. The regions often will impose live fees for entities such as us, so we thank them for footing the bill for tonight. So appreciate that.
Sure do.
good crowd on hand, especially of Maple Grove students and parents and community that are here tonight in attendance. And, talking to Mark Cook ahead of time, just how much different it is, how much it helps having a home game. You're going to get more people that, not that Anoka's a long distance, but a lot of people won't go even that far, but they'll come to their own school, right, and watch the section championship tonight.
Well, and even looking for both schools, it's just a closer, easier thing, and you'd hopefully get more fans to show up that way, that's for sure.
Pep band out here tonight. Maple Grove looking for their school record 26th win of the season here tonight. And off to a good start midway through the first half. Odie will walk it up here for the Crimson. Hesitation, she's going to take it to the basket and lost the dribble, but last off of Singleton. The defense by the junior didn't allow Odie to get a shot away. Inbound here will be from Addie Hanna under the basket. Into the corner. Ball comes out from Anderson and to the basket. Shot wouldn't drop for Bella Hanna. Addie Hanna across for Odie. A little runner for her from the side of the lane up and in. 9 points now for the senior.
And they do such a good job of that. They don't just settle for the three because they've been open for that shot many times, but they've seen the opening, get in a little closer, get a shorter two-pointer.
10-second call. Park Center didn't get it across in time. Harmony Mayberry back into Park Center's lineup, and Singleton will get a rest. Jenna Mayer will inbound here for Maple Grove. Holmquist. I don't think we had a shot clock reset there. That should have been a full 35, right? After the
Well, yeah, it was
turnover.
a 10-second call. I mean, the time violation, so it should have reset.
But it has. And it moves at 15. All right. Mayer. Anderson. Hanna. Spin move off the glass, up and in.
Nice job.
Bella Hanna with the hoop. Got 5 points. Pirates into the front court with Mayberry. Holman put up a three. Too strong and rebounded by Anderson.
That's something else Park Center needs to do, is really get a good, try and get some of those offensive boards. Crash the boards a little harder.
Mayer for three, not good. Holman, it's tied up by Mayer. Held ball possession now, gives it back to Park Center. Singleton coming back in for Park Center, and Addie Hanna for Maple Grove. Pressure on it again in the backcourt. Singleton going to go through a double team, and a tipped gives it off to Mayberry.
Moving screen, I think they got her on.
Foul on Singleton will be her second. Third team foul on the Pirates. Only one on Maple Grove so far. We're under 8 minutes to play first half. Odie off the dribble, turns into a double team and then pass it back out. Bella Hanna, and Singleton rips the ball away from behind. Good steal for her, and now off to Mayberry. At the free throw line, able to hand off. And then the pass from Miles back to Singleton. Singleton to the basket and scores.
That was a nice take by her. She split them and just finished it all the way up to the bucket. That was a good take.
Hannah fake on the three, drive all the way to the basket for Bella Hannah. Her third basket today. 26-8 Crimson. Singleton on the handoff to Holman. And now to Mayberry. Trying to go past Mayer. Tough shot. Put it up and drew the foul.
They're working hard on it. They just got to get a little more ball movement and make the defense work a little harder to get some more open shots. But you got to credit Maple Grove's defense. They have a very good defense, and they're pretty all over the place. They really get in the passing lanes.
Mayberry, who averages over 10 points a game, hasn't scored yet tonight. Misses on the first free throw. Holmquist and Lexi Hanna back in for Maple Grove. And Bestman for Park Center. Second free throw's in. Odie ahead, Lexi Hanna back out, three short by Holmquist. Front court comes Holman. Draws a double, and the ball knocked away. Addie Hanna and Odie there to force their turnover. Odie ahead, Holmquist. Ball for Lexi Hanna, turns a little one-hander up and in. (28-9) Maple Grove as we wind down towards 6 minutes to play in the first half. Singleton, pop a three, short. Rebound comes down to Lexi Hanna. To Bella Hanna for the layup. Nope, too strong. Holman rebounds. Singleton back for the Pirates, attacking and scoring again.
She had two people with her. I would like to have seen the other two run a little harder with her.
Odie drives to the sideline, trying to go into the paint. Tough pass there, picked off by the Pirates. Mayberry thought about the three and gives to Singleton. Singleton trying to get it to Bestman. It's picked off. Layup. Oh, too strong. Follow-up is up and off, but Lexi Hanna will go to the line for two. Bella Hanna missing on the open layup, but her sister will get a chance to convert from the free throw line. First free throw up and good. Both teams coming in with substitutions here at the 5:09 mark of the first half. Amaya Craddock, one of those substitutes in for the first time tonight. 5'4" freshman guard for Park Center. Lexi Hanna hits both. It's 30-11. Mayberry. Oh, gets tied up by Caitlin Clough, who's in now for Maple Grove. Jump ball over to Maple Grove. Good defense by Clough. Ties up the ball handler, and it's back to Maple Grove basketball. Addie Hanna using the screen from Clough all the way and scores.
Nice move. Nice move.
Her first field goal, she got 4 points in all. Singleton was going to drive, I think kicked it off her foot, yeah.
Yeah, I think she did too.
Trying to get by Addie Hanna and then dribbled off her foot.
They need to have more people down, and like I said, I've said it several times, but move the ball right now and try and get a good shot. They're forcing themselves into errors that I don't think they typically would be making.
Here's Holmquist. Oh, gets blocked. Shot blocked by Singleton. Brings it front court. Off to Mayberry. And pass behind Singleton. Over and back. I think she was just going to let it go initially, but then she saw Lexi Hanna charging for it, and better to get over and back than give up a fast break.
You know, and the hard part for them, I know they know what they're competing against, and I know that they're down by a lot, but they just have to keep competing.
Yeah.
They just got to not let up. Get back in the game, play tough, get a stop, and each stop and try and capitalize.
Turning was Lexi Hanna, gives off to Odie. Runner up a little too strong on the shot from Alyssa Baranek. Baranek and Clough, another pair of seniors who have played with Odie and the Hannas for years, and all their last year for Maple Grove basketball. Pass ahead, Baranek for two. Great feed from Addie Hanna.
That was a nice pass. Identified her teammate was wide open down there and just put it right in her hands.
First bench points for either team tonight. Mayberry will hand it off to Ogechi. And then on the pass to Craddock. Ogechi, just over 3 minutes to go now here in the half. Holmquist, really tough defense on her. Knocked it away, and Pirates able to keep it. Three-pointer from Singleton. Too strong. Rebound to Addie Hanna.
Ooh, Singleton steals it back.
Singleton, great defense back the other way, and then looks like she got pushed. We'll get a backcourt foul on Maple Grove. Fouls on Holmquist, her first, third team foul. And neither team anywhere near the bonus here in the last 3 minutes.
Kind of hit that hard after she fell, but she looks fine. See, they got to not, they keep getting right in that corner right across half court, and they pick their dribble up. And then they're trapped, and then they're trying to pass over the defenders.
Too far for Tosu, results in a turnover. Odie corner three is good. (37-11) Maple Grove. Mayberry off to Holman. Holman is their second leading scorer. She has not scored tonight. Averaging 13 a game, trying to put three up here. Back iron too strong. Good block out by Hanna, but Crimson couldn't get a hand on it. Long rebound here. Traveling. Going to the floor was Tosu. Turnover, Park Center. Addie Hanna into the front corner under 2 minutes to go first half. Odie, Bella Hanna, corner, Holmquist, backs it out. Bella Hanna, Baranek, ball movement here. Drive to the basket and drawing contact, and Bella Hanna will go to the line for two free throws.
Nice movement with Maple Grove on there. Lots of good passing and cutting, lots of movement just to give her a good lane to get in there and put the shot up.
Fouls on Tosu, her second, fifth team foul on the Pirates. First missed free throw of the night for Maple Grove after they made their first five. Bella Hanna gets the second. Ogechi will come in here. And Craddock out. Singleton, ball in her hand. She's their leading scorer so far, 7 points. Get it into the front court on Odie. It's Ogechi. Odie stays right on the ball. And now to Holman.
They're just switching on those. So Odie's staying up on top with the ball handler most of the time on those switches.
Shot clock down to 5. Turning Bestman, trying to go to the corner, and the pass intercepted by Addie Hanna. Hanna, what a move, couldn't get around, or got around Ogechi, but couldn't finish at the basket. Park Center quickly back the other way, shot up, not good, but free throws coming.
See, I think on that last possession by Bestman, if she would have just turned, I think she had an open shot right there.
Holmquist becomes the first Crimson player to pick up 2 fouls. Singleton to the line for the first time tonight. Too strong. Mayer back in for Maple Grove. We get Holmquist out with the 2 fouls in the final minute of the half. Second one in and out. Odie rebounds. Odie to the basket and scores. Single could only go so hard on her on defense with those 2 fouls too, and Odie knew that.
Yeah, and that's good identification by Odie, you know, and she just has such a nice soft touch.
Turnover over Park Center. Good hustle by Addie Hanna to get it back into play to Mayer. Bella Hanna to Odie. Thinks about the 3 now, shoots it and hits. 2-pointer, had a foot on the line. 10 seconds to go in the half. Singleton blocked by Odie. Pass and intercepted, though, by Bestman. And then another interception, and that'll be the end of the first half. Well, Maple Grove wanted to get out to a fast start and leave, no doubt, Patty, and they didn't here in those first 18 minutes. They're up 42-11.
Exactly, that was what Coach wanted, his team to come out focused, which they were, on offense, on defense. There was no let up, and they just went right after it.
Halftime at Maple Grove, Section 5 4A Girls Basketball Final. Take a break, come back. First half highlights and more. You're watching Section Girls Basketball live on CCX.
In 1935, Topline Financial Credit Union was founded by workers from our local phone company, by people who dedicated their lives to keeping our community connected. At Topline Financial, that dedication lives on because we believe that dreams are achieved when we connect with each other. So if you're dreaming of buying a new home or car, or planning for your future, or saving for that next vacation, connect with us. We'll help you get there, because connected, we all do better.
Good crowd tonight at Maple Grove High School for the Section 5 4A Girls Basketball Championship game. Number 1 seed, the number 1 team in the state. Maple Grove up big on Park Center, 42-11 at the half. John Jacobson with Patty Sorensen as we look at highlights from the first half of play in Maple Grove. Patty getting it done offensively in a lot of different ways. Transition basketball, getting the layup in the basket there from Donna Hanna, and then Jordan Odie popping for 3. Came Holmquist on this possession. Up to drive, a little step back 3 for the junior. And a couple of threes in the first half. There's Singleton out to the corner, and the 3 from Miles. One of 2 made 3-pointers for Maple Grove in the first half. And a turnover here. Odie getting to the loose ball first. Takes it back the other way and scores. Scored on 2s and 3s in the first half. Dirk Singleton with a 3-pointer, leading scorer for Park Center so far tonight. Maple Grove working the ball in and kicking it back out. Holmquist knocking down her second 3. And a great spin move here. Bella Hanna to the basket for 2. And then Odie here takes her player off the dribble, gets by Singleton and scores late in that first half. Odie with 16 points to lead the way for Maple Grove. Bella Hanna 8 Lexi Hanna and Kate Holmquist 6 each. Lyric Singleton with 7 of the 11 points for Park Center. And for Maple Grove, you played just how you wanted to for the most part, right, in the first 18 minutes, Patty?
They sure did. Like Coach said, we wanted to get on it, jump on it, get into our rhythm, get in our flow, and that's exactly what they've done. They have tenacious defense that's been all over the place, that's caused a lot of problems, but Park Center can get back, climb back a little bit here if they just settle down a little on offense and move the ball. And they had some good shots, though. They just didn't drop. But Maple Grove's doing exactly what they wanted to do.
Another half to go. State tournament awaits the winner. Park Center and Maple Grove. Crimson on their way. We'll come back with the second half of play from Maple Grove on CCX after this.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
A lot of seniors in this Crimson program, and their team up big at halftime, 40-11. Mentioned in the first half, Park Center's last section final game 5 years ago. It was Adalia McKenzie, who's one of the great players in Pirate history, now playing at Illinois. She was a big part of that Park Center team, and McKenzie, what a terrific player she was. Led them to a win over Centennial, the 1-2 seed. That was a terrific Park Center team. Got to the state tournament. And that, of course, is a state tournament that was going on during the pandemic. They played 2 games. We're about to play in the cancellation final, and that got called off. But that was a wonderful Park Center team to watch that season. 68-52 winners that night. We will take one more timeout. Then we'll come back. Second half on the way next. CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including full sporting events and daily newscasts. To find us, go to the store, search CCX, and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Some of the sights and sounds that our terrific crew has captured in the first half here tonight at Maple Grove. First possession here of the second half. Park Center with the basketball. Holman trying to get her game going. Shot off the side of the rim, but they keep possession. Singleton, the shot clock resets at 20. Singleton trying to go to the basket and doesn't score.
Yeah, that's Park Center. That'd be great if Holman could start scoring a couple buckets, get some in there. They need a couple of their other teammates to be able to get the ball to drop for them.
Odie spins on Singleton. Short jumper, wouldn't crawl over. Rebound underneath Lexi Hanna. That shot won't go. And rebounded by Singleton. There's a minute of play here in the second half. Lob into the lane. Holman turns, missed, and rebounded by Odie. Ahead to Bella Hanna, too far under the basket. Rebounded by Addie Hanna. It's it off to Holmquist. Back out. Addie Hanna steps back. Three-point shot won't go. And the rebound to Park Center. Into the hands of Miles, who gives it to Singleton. She'll walk it up on Odie.
Be nice to get Holman and Mayberry scoring a little bit for the Pirates if they can get an opening. And there we go. Good pass.
Corner 3, too strong from Holman. That was a good look, but the shot wouldn't drop for her. Odie rebounds. Ahead on the layup for Bella Hanna.
See, that's part of Maple Grove's MO. They transition quickly, and they've gotten several times where their players have gotten ahead of the defense and easy layup shots for them.
Natavia Miles' shot wouldn't go. Here's Bella Hanna ahead to Holmquist. Timeout for Mark Cook.
The girls are probably going, Coach, we got a 2-on-1 right now. But he saw something he wanted to fix right away, so.
Well, and Odie's limping just a little bit. I don't wonder if that had something to do with it. You can see her trying to walk it off, but Odie, she turned her ankle or what, but she is going to go off at least behind the bench. And if it's anything worrisome at all, I don't know that you'd put her back in the game, right?
Yeah, I mean, why?
No, I think that was the reason for the timeout.
Yep, I think you're right.
So we'll take a look at the senior. Inbound. And now it's Holmquist off the pass from Lexi Hanna, not good. Pirate pass ahead to Miles in the front court, back to Singleton. Spin move by Singleton, back out Miles, corner 3, way short. Holman gets a hand on it, able to tip it. Good possession for Park Center, but nothing would fall in. Last shot by Tosu was off the mark as well. Steal by the Pirateers. They take it away from Anderson. 3-point try, too strong, and then off the hands of Miles and out. Right there, left side of your screen.
Yep.
And it stepped on the foot there of Addie Hanna as she was starting to come back up court. You can see her turn that left foot on the bench, trying to get comfortable. Push and a foul on Mayberry here.
Yeah, I hope it's just minor for her. It doesn't look like they taped her up or anything, so.
Joy Ogechi in for Park Center. Lost by Lexi Hanna, but picked up by Holmquist. Scoop shot at the rim, wouldn't go. Ball stripped back away by Anderson for Maple Grove. Park Center had it briefly. Lexi Hanna all the way to the basket and scores. Bella scoring at the rim. She's got a dozen points now, and Maple Grove's only 2 baskets so far here in the second half. Holman for 3. Shot missed, not going today. Offensive rebound, though, fighting toward the basket. Tosu then goes back out with the pass. Mayberry with it on the wing. Out of 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Goes to Ogechi. Ogechi, shot up, not good, but she'll go to the line for 2.
It looks like Jordan's going to come back in, so we'll see what.
Foul on Addie Hanna. It's her first team foul on Maple Grove here in the second half. Free throw up and good.
There we go.
Odie's injury not serious enough to keep her out. He's back in. Bestman in for Park Center at that whistle. Jay Ogechi, sophomore, first 2 points tonight. 46-15. Nobody guarded Anderson up court. Odie, the easy assist.
They didn't identify who they had, and she just walked in all by herself.
Sophia Anderson's first basket tonight. Here's Lyric Singleton into the lane. Good pass out to Holman in the corner. There she goes. Her first basket tonight. Again, averaging 13 a game in her first points tonight on that 3. Odie picked it up, back off, right side. Drive and dish by Anderson. Bella Hanna off to Addie Hanna. She'll put up a 3. Missed. Rebound to Holmquist. Get a foul. Looks like it's going to be on Park Center on Ogechi. Nope, it's going to be on Holmquist trying to get position there. So the foul on Holmquist, her 3rd. With 13 and a half minutes to play in the second half. Singleton drives, deflected, blocked out of bounds by Addie Hanna.
You know, when she drives, she draws a lot of attention, and if she could see, and if some of her teammates on the perimeter move, it's an easy kick and an open shot because there's usually 2 or 3 people at her as she's driving.
Holman, ball denied by Hanna. Pass intended for Singleton. Addie Hanna defensively there. Holman has it stripped away by Anderson. Addie Hanna looking up court. Bella Hanna. Oh, can't get the shot to go. Rebound to Bestman. And she's had a couple really close-in looks that haven't dropped for her.
Exactly.
Bestman off to Singleton. Spins on Addie Hanna. Shot not good, and rebound to Anderson. Ahead to Holmquist. Not good. Foul up Odie up and in. 18 now for Odie, her first points in the second half. Anderson, boy, she plays tough defense.
She sure does. It's causing a lot of disruption for whoever she's having to guard.
Handoff. Mayberry trying to get the pass back to Singleton. That's intercepted. Holmquist. Odie eyes the 3 and hits. "21 points now for Michigan State's Jordan Odie. Pass to Jordan Lamker last year. It's the school's all-time leading scorer.
See, that's the hard thing.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry, I interrupted you. It's like, don't pick the ball up. You're picking the ball up and you have nobody to go with, and then they trap it on you.
Right. Ball knocked away and they forced another turnover. First contact by Anderson will cause that steal. Here's Holmquist for 3. Not good. Odie with the rebound. 3-point shot in for Addie Hanna. Her first 3 tonight's got 7 points. After a slow start to the half, Maple Grove starting to pick it up. Singleton to the basket, scores. Addie Hanna thought there could have been contact on the offensive end there, uncalled. Drive to the basket, Odie for 2. The ankle seems okay, Patty.
Yeah, I was
7
watching.
points since she's come back in.
Even jumping there, and she went up in the air and put that one up while she was in the air and came down fine, which is great.
Mayberry, too long on the 3. Singleton, weak side rebound, put back up and in. Lyric with 6 points in the second half, 13 in all now to lead Park Center. Odie gets past Singleton to the basket, missed on this try. Singleton grabs the loose ball. Singleton draws the double team, in some trouble here, trying to get the pass off to Mayberry out of bounds. Turnover, Park Center. Clough and Baranek come in for Maple Grove.
I think there were a little bit of confusion everybody down there. They're all down there thinking, okay. Thought it was pretty obvious who was getting the ball, but.
(58-22) Crimson. Baranek look for the entry pass to Clough, missed, and it's out of bounds.
You know, she did a great job getting there. She actually had an easy a 2-pointer there, but she tried to feed her teammate. I like the unselfishness, but I think she could have maybe popped that shot herself.
10 minutes to play here in the second half. Bernice Callan with the basketball. In some trouble and turned it over. Pass picked off. Oh, and then through the hands of Odie off the pass from Holmquist out of bounds.
You know, and I think that's been one of their problems for Park Center, which I know they're going to work on and work and improve on for next year. But they get down there and they pick their ball up and they get themselves trapped or nowhere to go with the ball. And people got to get into those lanes, so she has some outlets. But they got to have a little more heads up and see where everybody is, square up.
Craddock front court. Three-point try from Mayberry off the pass from Callan, not good. Callan gets the offensive, or excuse me, Miles gets the offensive rebound and misses on the pass over the head of Lamaya Craddock and out of bounds. Turnover Pirates.
There's where you wish she would have just tried to go back up, see if she could have drawn a foul, put herself at the free throw line.
Holmquist will hand off to Odie. Attacking on the dribble. Hand check there, and the foul's going to be called on Tosu here.
And that's the tough things for the defense on that when you're guarding Jordan. She's so quick, and then you get yourself in and grabbing, and you get the foul.
It's her third. Team's second of the second half. Adasa Green, 5'10" sophomore, number 31, in for the first time tonight. Odie off the inbound pass scores.
Kind of was wondering if Park Center had a little bit of a hand on that ball, and Odie was just strong, obviously strong enough to finish that.
Singleton couldn't finish, got a hand on the rebound, puts it back up and gets fouled. And Lyric Singleton will go to the line for two. Fouls on Veronica first, third team. Singleton, after missing 2 free throws in the first half, hits on this one. Second one in and out. Rebounded by Clough. Excuse me, by Baronic. Now Odie in the front court. Odie. The elbow missed. Rebounded by Mayer. Pass back to Odie. Over and back.
Coach was wanting a touch, but the referee said nope, no touch on that one.
We're into running time now here in the second half. As long as the lead stays above 30, we'll stay in running time. Outside of timeouts, obviously. Drive to the basket, short on the shot was Tosu.
But I like that drive. That was a good drive to take. She had one person. It was a good drive to take, just wasn't able to finish.
Lexi Hanna's pass too far in front of Odie. Turnover. So far, Maple Grove has gone 9 deep. We'll see other players come in as well. Odie went out at that last whistle. I don't think she'll come back in. Drive to the basket and a foul on Addie Hannon. Eric Singleton will go back to the line and shoot 2.
You know, I agree with you. I mean, you got your starters out right now, which is a good thing. I mean, you got the game in hand. You would hate to have a fluke injury as you're getting ready to go into the next game.
First free throw off. You know, we talk obviously about the high schools, that's what we cover, but a big off season for I think a lot of these underclassmen, both working on their own games and maybe getting some looks from college, including young Lyric Singleton. She'll be going into her senior year next year. Makes the second free throw.
Yeah, that AAU season's starting up like right away, so
Sebastian Amira Mayer with a bounce pass. Holmquist. Spin move. Anderson turns, fires. Not good. Good aggressive rebound by Holmquist coming through traffic to get it. Anderson will pop a three. Not good. Mayer rebounds. And the shot clock reset at 20. Oh, great pass down low. Anderson off the feed from Addie Hanna.
That was a beautiful pass for Hanna. I just like how they're looking for each other all the time, trying to get the open teammate.
Holman's three spins out. Bella Hanna head to Addie to the basket. And lays in our second hoop here in the second half. Under 6 minutes to go. Mayer knocked the ball loose. Not over. Oh, it is over and back. That was perhaps touched last by Maple Grove, but not. Clough and Boronik in, and also Monica Stang, junior, in for the first time tonight, number 3. So now, Maple Grove with all their starters out. Stang. To Clough, Boronik. Off the glass and in. Couple of baskets for her tonight. 5 minutes to play. Singleton, ball in their hand. Oh, through the hands of Miles and out of bounds.
You get your bench in here for Maple Grove, get them some more court time, get their legs ready too. Don't know when they'll be needed to be called upon, but being ready.
Mayer pulls it back out. 3-point try, top of the key, too strong by Anderson. Ball tipped around. Singleton had it. Backcourt foul on Clough.
Oh, it looks like Singleton's ankle is a little.
And that ankle's been tender for a while, right?
Yeah.
Hurt it during the regular season. Oh, and it's kind of gutted it through these last several weeks. Going to have to come out here. Like what she has meant to this Park Center team to get them on a little bit of a run late in the season and get them to today, and have to see a miracle off here and hope that doesn't impact your off season either, right?
Yeah.
See if we can see it again.
Care of and
yeah, kind of got her feet twisted there. The Crimson, maybe.
Well, it looks like she has that ankle probably taped and with a brace on it too. So I hope it's just tweaked. Harmony
Mayberry. Makes her defender down, picks up the
nice.
dribble. Oh, terrific pass.
There you go.
And there's 2 points. Nice assist. Tosu with the basket.
I liked how she did that because I thought she was going to do what they've done where they've driven themselves into a trap, but then she was able to split see her open teammate for that bucket.
Baseline drive. Mayer reverse layup. Couldn't get the shot to go. Rebounded by Clough. Anderson, 3, too long. Offensive rebound by Boronik. Back out to Monica Stang. One dribble. Hands off to Clough. To the basket. Off the backboard. Too strong. Rebound pulled down by Ogechi.
There's a good C.
On pass ahead. Tosu. Blocked but fouled as well.
That was a good C by Demi. She saw her teammate open and got her the pass ahead.
On Boronik, her second. This one up and good. Then Verbout, Rachel Johnson in for Maple Grove, Sarah Stern. Lydia Gilbert.
Did you get her?
Free throws are good. And Stang will bring it up for Maple Grove. Under 2.5 minutes to go. Pass back out top, intended, I think, for Gilbert, not a bounce. Turnover, Maple Grove. And whistle, get a foul on Stern. Yeah, about that. 35 years for me at CCX today. So thanks to everybody that's wished me good luck and congratulations, or I'm sorry, or whatever it is. I'm sorry to you at home, but it's been a good run. Thank you for everybody. Yes. We had a nice little party at lunch today at work, and but no place I'd rather be, Patty, than doing a basketball game this in March, right?
Yes, exactly. It's so much fun. 35 years, that's amazing. That's a lot of fun.
Thank you. Yeah, that's been fun. Yeah, shot up and in, staying with the basket. Well, I covered both of your daughters at their years at Park Center playing basketball.
Yes.
With you.
I know, it's kind of funny when you think about that, like you and I were talking earlier of the, knowing me, but then also covering my own kids and other people's children. And
Maya Rogers, Amarani Bakara in for Park Center, Jada Washington. Out of bounds, they'll stay with Maple Grove. Kamara Gregory also in for the Pirates. Shot up around the rim, not good for the Bakeberg was in. Back out to the baseline. Stern to the basket, shot up, that wouldn't drop. And a shot by Rebecca Lang who's in. Na Dong also in for Park Center at that last whistle. Shot right there by Dong out of bounds. Final seconds, and there you go. Maple Grove back to the state tournament. For the 7th time in school history, they win it tonight, 68-28. The 26th win of the season, Patty. They're number one team in the state by rankings. We'll see if that earns them the number one seed in the tournament. If so, they would play the first game of the day at the state tournament next Wednesday at Williams Arena at 10 a.m.
Okay.
The coaches will seed for state on Saturday.
Yeah, I would see them coming in as the number one seed. They've been there all year long, but congratulations to Maple Grove. What a great season so far.
Some of the young fans coming on to the court, and some good words there between the coaches, between Mario Reese and Mark Cook, wishing him congratulations. And I think Mario Reese really did a nice job. He's really excited for the offseason, putting in an offseason program for this Pirates team, hoping that gets the whole crew back. They lost some players to transfer after next season, but with Coach Reese there, hopefully they can get this group back, because he's got some talent there. It's just very young, and he said, we've got some 8th graders you didn't even get to see this season, so he's excited for the future. They get some experience tonight and finish up their season with a record of 7-22. Maple Grove now 26-2, and like I said, if not the number one seed, they're certainly one of the favorites next week regarding of how the seeding comes out. You would think, again, like I said, they'd be number one, but last home game for these girls that are up on the wall and their posters, the last game on this court, which always brings some mixed emotions. You're excited for the next journey next week, but this is it. You got practice here next week, but no more games.
Exactly. The reality of it kind of just sinks in a little bit, but for the plus for them, they're still going on, and there's still games to be played. And like you said, I think Park Center, with the youngness that they are right now, they stick together as a group, and I think they can make some good things happen. They got some great players on the team, and just more consistency, giving coach another year and the kids to get into the system, that's definitely going to help.
Congratulations to the Crimson. They are headed to the state tournament. We will take a timeout. We'll come back, their trophy presentation, and then we'll hear from some of the Crimson players down on the floor. 68-28, Maple Grove the final. Back to Maple Grove High School after this.
At Topline Financial Credit Union, we love getting to be part of our members' big moments. Whether it's making home improvements, going to school, building a business, or even getting married. An interest-only home equity line of credit with payments as low as $50 per month can help you get there. It's just one of the ways we're helping our members on their financial journeys. Become a Topline member and let us be a part of yours, because connected, we all do better.
Don Jacobson, Patty Sorensen back at Maple Grove High School. Park Center players and coaches getting their runner-up medals, and now they get their second place trophy, and their first trophy since 2021. They won the section championship, and they get the runner-up trophy to put in the case here tonight. You always learn a little bit, even in losses, right? And not certainly where they wanted to be tonight, but learning experience, winning 2 section games. I don't think that was expected at all. They beat Spring Lake Park and Irondale, and just to get to this point was pretty good for Park Center after 5 regular season wins to add a couple on here in the section tournament.
Definitely coming in, and I think they upset the 3 seed, I believe, in the first round. So it was just like, gets them some momentum going. Can't talk anymore.
And now the Crimson will receive their championship medals and trophies. And again, thanks to the Maple Grove Girls Basketball Booster Club, which made our live coverage possible, covering the live feed from Region 5AA. Thanks to Brandon Hanna and Matt Odie and that whole committee for making that possible. We appreciate their financial support, and couple of dads there, right? Was really invested in the program. Brandon, obviously, with the 3 seniors, and Matt with Jordan, been a big part of the program for so many years. And now they'll scatter off to college. The 3 Hanna sisters all playing Division II ball, but in different states next year. So it'll be a challenge for the parents to follow their girls. And Jordan, as we mentioned, headed to Michigan State. And the other seniors, too, as you said, Caitlin Clough, one of them. Alyssa Baronic, also a senior.
It's so nice because, there's relatives that can't make it to the game, and they got to watch that. So that was nice that the Booster Club was able to do that for them so they could see this game.
Yeah, they told me before the game there were different spots in Minnesota that we're watching tonight. And outstate as well to be able to watch our telecast tonight. So we thank you from wherever you are watching this evening's game. Now, we will be able to cover the state tournament next week. The state quarterfinals, the semifinals and finals are all on Channel 45, but we are allowed to televise, tape delayed, the quarterfinal round. Neighborhood Sports Network has the exclusive streaming for the live telecasts of the quarterfinals, but we are able to do tape delay, and so we'll follow the Crimson next week at state, along with the winner of the Section 6 final, which is going on right now between Wayzata and Hopkins. Node getting a tremendous ovation here, her last game, and getting her championship medal. And the players that don't get a lot of playing time, like Emily Gornick, you see getting her a medal, how important those players are in practice, right? Getting your varsity, your regular rotation players ready for games.
That is so true, and it was like one of the things I always tried to emphasize with our kids. Without all those people down there that maybe don't get in or get in a little, they're the ones pushing you at practice every day to make your team be more successful. So it takes all of you.
Bella Hanley getting her medal. Managers getting their medals, assistant coaches. Coach Cook has tremendous confidence in his coaching staff too, right? Coach Olson, Coach Lacey, and the rest of his people he's got in the program. Congratulations to Coach Cook getting back to state again. And now the Crimson will receive their section championship trophy. Congratulations to Maple Grove, 2025 5-4A champions. Right, you expect it coming in, but it's just as exciting lifting that trophy, right? No matter what.
Yeah, there's so much pressure, right?
Yeah.
So much pressure on their back the whole time that you're expected to do this and all that, but they're still kids. They still got to play the game.
We'll take time out. We'll come back. We'll hear from a couple of the winning Crimson players as we wrap up our coverage of the section championship from Maple Grove High School after this.
In 1935, Topline Financial Credit Union was founded by workers from our local phone company, by people who dedicated their lives to keeping our community connected. At Topline Financial, that dedication lives on because we believe that dreams are achieved when we connect with each other. So if you're dreaming of buying a new home or car, or planning for your future, or saving for that next vacation, connect with us. We'll help you get there, because connected, we all do better.
Maple Grove section champions again in 5-4A. They take this one over Park Center, 68-28 the final, 26-2 now, and they head to the state tournament next week in Minneapolis. John Jacobson back at Maple Grove High School, and joined now by two seniors, Bella Hanna and Jordan Odie. Jordan, both of you, along with the other girls, playing your final game on this court. What is that like? What are the emotions like for that?
I mean, it's crazy. It's kind of hard to think that this is going to be our last game ever, like, on this court playing together. I haven't really thought about it too much just because I don't want to get too emotional, but it's crazy. It's been a good ride.
How much fun, though, was it to have it at home rather than a neutral site? You get all your fans here. Really good crowd as opposed to you played at Anoka, I know, the last several years.
It was so fun. I mean, getting to see all my friends here. Not a lot of people travel to Anoka, so getting all the home fans here was super cool, and the energy was great.
You expected, I'm sure, to win going in, but you still have to come out and play, right? What was the game plan going in, and how did you feel overall you executed tonight?
Yeah, the game plan was just pushing transition, rebounding, and then defensively. We had a huge focus on defense for this game. So just getting stops defensively, pushing in transition. We missed a few more layups than we wanted to down the stretch, but we were able to finish, so it was good.
I thought your defense was really, really good team-wide tonight.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, that's our big focus, so.
Congratulations. Next week at state, last time, right?
Thank you, yeah.
You got to come back with a trophy?
Yes, I mean, that's the goal. So, I mean, we'll have a good week of practice this week and then see where it takes us next week.
Congratulations on the win. Good luck next week.
Thank you.
One of the three Hannah sisters, and Bella, congratulations. First of all, what does it mean to you?
Yeah, this is pretty crazy. I mean, we made it last year, but didn't end how we wanted it to. So the goal was to get to state again, and that's what we're doing. And it's been crazy. It's a crazy year already, but excited for the next week.
I asked Jordan, but how about for you playing at home here this last game, playing the section final at home? How fun was this?
It's pretty surreal. I mean, we came to games here when we were younger, getting to watch other players play on this court, and then getting to play here now, and then just getting to end our high school career on this court was pretty amazing. So wouldn't want to end it any other way.
I see a lot of young Crimson players, maybe future Crimson players, including a few off camera here. How much do you enjoy watching them come and support you girls?
Yeah, I mean, my little sisters and all their friends getting to come support us, they're honestly the fans that come the most. So I love getting to have them come and cheer us on, and just having them here is amazing.
Just getting to state isn't enough this year, is it? I mean, you talked about that throughout the year, wanting to make some noise, try to get a state championship. What does it take to win 3 games in Minneapolis next week?
Locking in at practice, not taking anything for granted, knowing that we could just have one practice left and that's it. But the goal is, to make it to the championship this year and just play our hearts out.
Finally, what's it like to do this with your two sisters here tonight?
Yeah, it's been pretty amazing. End our high school career together on this court. It's what we dreamed about growing up, so it's been amazing. Yeah.
Congratulations. Good luck next week at state.
Thank you.
Belahana, Jordan Odie, the rest of the Maple Grove team left no doubt right from the beginning, right? First 12 points of the game, led by 31 at halftime, and they go on to win at 68-28. School record 26th win of the season. They'll be either 1 or the 2 seed next week. We're certain at state. We'll find out this weekend, but good luck to them at the state tournament. Thanks to the Maple Grove Booster Club, everybody here at Maple Grove High School for our telecast. A reminder, if you're watching on Thursday, watch for boys basketball. Friday night at 7, same 2 schools. Park Center and Maple Grove 5-4A semifinals live on CCX. For Patty Sorensen and all of our crew, I'm John Jacobson. Final score again, it's Maple Grove on the state, 68-28 over Park Center.